Those in long-distance relationships, what gave you faith that your relationship would work out? My long-distance girlfriend sent me something that made me cry. A little background about me: I live somewhere in Europe. I have had a very unsuccessful dating life and an unfortunate series of relationships that left me feeling a bit hopeless about finding a partner in life. I've been single for a long time. Even when I was in a relationship, it always felt so one-sided. Before giving up on dating apps and uninstalling them, I came across a profile of a woman in Asia. She's literally perfect. We share the same interests and sense of humor. Reading her profile made me chuckle a lot, and I thought she was a bot at first. However, seeing how well she crafted her profile with details about herself and her desires for a serious, long-term relationship like mine, I swiped right on her. I felt that simply swiping wasn't enough, as I knew I'd be competing with a sea of men who were interested in her. So, I went ahead and paid for a super swipe just to be at the front of the line and ensure she'd be notified. I sent an introduction that felt lackluster, and I feared I'd blown my chances. However, after a few days of waiting, she responded. She told me her work kept her busy, so it took her a few days to reply. I thought I had been ghosted, but then she suggested moving to another messaging app so we could communicate better. After a few months of talking and feeling a great connection, we entered a relationship. We dated through video calls, had Zoom dinner dates, and FaceTimed while doing our individual things. Because of this, I asked for her address so I could send her some goodies from my country. The package surprised her, and she was incredibly grateful, especially since it contained childhood snacks I love. Due to her country's strict policies regarding tourist visas, she couldn't visit me even if I offered to pay for it. I couldn't travel to her either because of my senior position at work. So, we compromised and have been in a long-distance relationship for nearly 1 year now. To my surprise, I received a package at work from her. She said she used the address from the package I had sent her. I genuinely didn't expect this because it's expensive for her to send something from her home country to mine. When I got home, I messaged her immediately. We had a video call as I unboxed the package. It was filled with snacks and candies she loves, along with a personal message from her. What touched me the most was that she had also sent me a plushie and a keychain of a character I had mentioned finding cute, Kirby. I had shared with her that I had a stuffed toy Kirby as a kid, which was given to me by my grandma. I held onto it until she passed away. Unfortunately, that plushie burned along with our old house during a fire incident, and it devastated me. This keychain was funny because it's Kirby with muscles. She laughed while I bizarrely looked at it and said it reminded her of me because of my weightlifting. She also sprayed the small plushie of Kirby with her perfume and said, "So I could be with you even if I'm far away." As the night set in and our video call ended, I put the keychain on my work bag and placed the plushie next to me in bed as I fell asleep. I woke up with that small plushie crushed under my neck. I instinctively apologized to it and placed it on my nightstand. I then fixed my bed and got ready for work. As I was about to get my work bag, I saw the keychain. I don't know why, but it made me teary-eyed, which turned into a full-on sob. I cried for a good hour as a wave of emotion suddenly crashed onto me out of nowhere. I had never felt this cared for in a relationship with my previous girlfriends. This woman, thousands of miles away from me, sent me what she called a silly care package, which included something that's very sentimental for me, a stupid Nintendo character. God, I love this woman so much. I told her that I would marry her and make her the happiest woman alive, and she would brush it aside and laugh at it. I told her I'm serious about her, and I know she was hurt from her previous relationships as well, so she's just being cautious. I was late for work that day, but I didn't care. I was crying and laughing at the same time. A grown man like me, who is always avoided by people because I'm like a gentle giant, cried like a baby because of this woman caring for me. I'm planning to surprise her on her birthday and visit her in person. I'm holding back from proposing to her as soon as I see her, but I love her so much, and she feels the same for me. I'm already holding back from saying I love you to her, even though she has already said it to me, because I want to tell her in person. We're serious about each other, and we feel like we're each other's soulmates. I'm never going to let her go. I love her so much.